Spartanburg, South Carolina area, two Family Dollar stores are closing. They are going out of business. What does this mean for you as a consumer? Well, great deals and stocking up for household goods. Where are those locations? I'll tell you coming up next. Hey, this is Crystal with Frugal in Carolina, and I'm so glad that you are stopping by the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you are returning to the channel, thank you so much for returning. I greatly appreciate you all as well. I hope this information is helpful to you all. Yes, as I stated in the intro, there are two Family Dollar store locations that are going out of business in the Spartanburg County, South Carolina area. The first store that I'm going to discuss is at 216 Cedar Springs Road in Spartanburg, South Carolina. This store is located in the Cedar Springs Shopping Center, which is at the intersection of Southport Road, which is South Carolina Highway 295, and Cedar Springs Road, which is South Carolina Highway 56. At this store location, items are up to 40% off, and final store closing date is to be determined. The second store location is at 2515, that's 2515 Stone Station Road in Roebuck, South Carolina. This is at the intersection of Highway 221 South and Stone Station Road, which is also known as South Carolina Highway 215. Items there are up to 30% off. Final store closing date is to be determined. Now, as with all store closings, they have fixtures that are on sale. So, for those entrepreneurial go getters that are wanting to start their own retail business or just need a way to organize their items for if they are selling, um, they have e-commerce such as eBay or Amazon, and they want to organize it. This is a good way to get discounted fixtures to organize the items that you can sell and be able to ship um, efficiently to your customers. The closing, um, oh, a few things, excuse me, that I wanted to point out that the closer to the final store closing date, the more discounted the items will become. So even though the locations are marked at 40% off at the Cedar Springs Road location and the 30% off at the Stone Station Road location, the closer those stores get to the final last day, those discounts will increase. Also, any coupons that you may have clipped through the Family Dollar app, the smart coupons, those coupons will not work. If you've ever shopped at a store that's going out of business, they will stop accepting coupons because they're already discounting the items that they have that they're trying to get rid of. They will make sure that you have credit and debit cards available: Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express logoed cards. So if you're thinking that you're going to come in with a check, eh, possibility they may not accept that. They want to make sure they get all of their money during this time of their store closing. So they can't afford to accept any type of checks that's insufficient. They want to make sure that they're getting the money and they're accepting credit, debit card, and of course, they are always accepting cash. Um, and also, with these store closings, it is a great opportunity to stock up on household goods. If you are in the process of buying gifts for the holiday season or preparing for Thanksgiving, this is the best time to go ahead, get those items such as your canned goods, such as um, your green beans, your vegetables, and other items that you need to prepare your Thanksgiving meal or even your Christmas meal. It's also a perfect timing to get your holiday gifts. So, what better way to stock up on your dinners and your get togethers as far as food items, as well as knock out discounted gifts for your family and friends? You want to be mindful to budget and um, look at the the discounts that's being offered so you can get more for the money that you're spending. So just wanted to come to you this morning and bring those store closings to you. Also, please keep in mind that the two stores that I mentioned is not definitive, meaning that these aren't the only stores that's going out of business. Those are the only two that I happened to pass by this morning. I was getting off from work and saw the store closing sign across from where I was located this morning after I was getting off of work, and just happened to ride by another store, which happened to be these two locations at Cedar Springs Road and Stone Station Road. So, again, if you know of any other stores, not just in Spartanburg, Greenville, Spartanburg area, or any other stores throughout the Carolinas, if there are viewers that are outside of the Carolinas and that happen to know of store closings, in particular Family Dollar stores that are closing, please drop it in the comments, drop the location. So this is information that could be shared amongst the viewers as we all are trying to find some great deals for our households and for the holiday season. So do keep that in mind. This list or the two stores that I mentioned is not definitive. There are some other Family Dollar stores I'm pretty sure that will be closing or that are already in the process of closing due to what their um, their corporate offices would probably say due to um, low customer turnout, or if it is in a rough area where they are having issues with um, theft, they may be closing out these stores because they are losing too much money because of theft, or they're just not getting the customers coming through these particular locations. So again, I just wanted to include that disclaimer for the stores, and if there's any additional Family Dollar stores that may be closing. Again, the first store is 216 Cedar Springs Road, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and that is located at the Cedar Springs Shopping Center at the intersection of Southport Road, which is also known as Highway 295, and Cedar Springs Road, which is also known as South Carolina Highway 56. Items there at the Cedar Springs store is discounted up to 40% off, and the final store closing date is to be determined. Second store is 2515, that's 2515 Stone Station Road in Roebuck, South Carolina. This is at the intersection of Highway 221 South and Stone Station Road, which is also known as South Carolina Highway 215. Items at this store is discounted up to 30% off, and the final store closing date is to be determined. Now, I hope this information has been helpful for you to plan out your meals and your holiday shopping season. And on that note, if it's in God's will, I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe, stay frugal.